What's going on, traders? Good morning. Crazy morning we got going on, guys. Crazy morning. We have a lot of gappers this morning. You guys can see. Volume's pretty spread out. So days like this, it does get me pretty excited. We have volume back in this market, but we do got to be a little careful on days like this. Volume's very spread out. Sorry I cut out there, guys. Just just realized I had the volume on my end. I was talking to myself, so I'm back. All right, so let's get into the watch list this morning. You guys can see a lot of gappers this morning, so we did a pretty good amount of stocks on watch. As far as like A+ setups for me, this is probably one setup that I really will look to nail this morning. Over the others, a lot of the plays today will be just reactive trades. Besides one play, I will be looking for a trade right out of the bell if it confirms with my my thesis. So first, let me get into first play, RKDA. You guys, we've been talking about this play for the last week. Just insane action. You guys could see, just from $2 all the way to highs of almost $9. So you guys could see when you see a stock like this, you kind of know something's up, and you really just want to be very cautious on the short side. Even just avoiding the short. Plays like this are where beginner traders will blow up thinking, oh, it's $2 to $8, it has to go down, but no, it doesn't, guys. It does not have to go down. This could run to 20, 30, 40, $50. So you do have to be very cautious on the short side. Same thing with the long side. This has risk of offering. Could definitely see a possible intraday offering. So even if you're longing this stock, you do want to be on very small size, and if you are shorting, which I don't recommend, make sure you're shorting into huge parabolic spikes, when you start to see, stalling and a blow off top. So yeah, I mean, not really much to speak on, other than, shorts are massively stuck on this one. And, I haven't seen a short trap like this in a very long time. So we could definitely see this thing, 10 plus today. We definitely could. If you guys are longing, definitely be safe, be smart, make sure you're on smaller size, and make sure you're longing short traps. You're not longing into spikes. You want to long into weakness, short into strength. Those are just two basic rules of trading. All right. Other than that, let's get into some of the other stocks on watch. AKTX. This one is kind of that A+ setup. For me, if it confirms. So what I want to see on AKTX is a parabolic spike into this 275 to 80 resistance. You guys can see this was we had some strong resistance here yesterday, and we had some support here, so we'll now act as resistance today. So we'll be watching to short this one into spikes. Ideally that 275 to 80 mark. This would be a day two overextended gap down setup. These are the setups I love to play. So we'll be watching it for a short into here. Ideally, I want to see it on weak volume. I don't want to see this 400, 300K bar. If I see that, I will avoid. Or if I see a weak open and a slow walk up on thin air. If I do see that scenario, I will be, very cautious if I am shorting. Usually when I see that weak open, slow walk, it could possibly mean, we could see another day two step to the long side. So we'll be watching that. But like I said, A+ scenario, parabolic, low volume spike, short 275, 280 for, ideally, low $2 for price target. All right, other than that, we had a lot of plays this morning, so could definitely miss some of these plays, but I don't want to watch too much because that's where my head starts to spin, and it kind of declines my trading a little bit. So I like to keep it tight. Nothing wrong with less is better, guys, in trading. So you don't want to have like 10 stocks on watch. SINT, this is another one, very micro float stock. SSR is on. Recent reverse splits. Those are a lot of warning signs on the short side. You can see the volume's not too great. It's okay. It's not good enough for me in pre-market, but you could see so far it's holding above our EMA lines. It's trending upwards. We also do have a 50 million effective ATM, so that's something to keep a note of on SINT. So there is some dilution in play here in SINT. So could see two scenarios here. A morning pop and stuff moving to 275. Could look to short at 275. We'll be very small size if I'm shorting this one. I think I only reserved very small size on this one. So this would be a morning pop. Look for stuff move to 275 to some more downside. First target would be our EMA lines. Or if we see a huge volume push out of the open, I'll avoid. Or if you see a weak open curl, it could even be a possible long setup. So this is one of those plays you got to react to. You can't make assumptions right away. So you got to be prepared for a few scenarios here on SINT. So this will be a reactive trade if if it sets up. Other than that, let's see, guys. I'll answer questions in a few minutes. Just once I finish my watch, I'll answer some questions for you guys. Let's see. EIN was the last one I'll watch. This one's known for gapping craps, so a lot of times this one gaps up, it fades. You can see gap up, fade, gap up, fade, gap up, fade. So this one's notorious for having a lot of gap and fades. So but this morning, I did see some people posting on Twitter, some credible sources saying they could try to prop this price up. They do have a delisting notice, some shareholder equity thing going on there in the fundamental side. Like I said, guys, I'm not an expert in fundamentals. That's my weaker side of my trading. So I like to have other people, help me out in that area. So if you guys have any more information on BLIN, about, will they try to prop this up, keep this above a certain price, please let me know. But that's what I saw, just a quick glance on Twitter. You're reading some things that this does have a delisting notice, so there could be an agenda here to prop this up, hold this above a certain price. So if that's the case, we do want to avoid the short side on this one, even though it's known for those gapping craps. We do want to avoid on the short side. So this one, let's be keeping it on the back burner. Not my main focus. Out of the four, this is probably my one I'm watching the least. So just want to throw it on there, keep it on the watch. It is a micro float, very low float, under 1 million. And you can see this one, yes, it has gone on these gap and fades, but you can see there are some days where it has gone on some big spikes, so you can't sleep on it. And that's gonna be it for the morning watch list. Alright, I'm gonna get to some questions. You guys had a few questions. Let's see. Yeah, RKDA, this will not be an easy fader. Shorts are probably praying for an offering. That's probably their their best bet right now for an easy drop. Definitely agree with you there. Support around 760, 780. Let me give it a quick look. Let's see RKDA. Right now, support's gonna be at $8.10, $8. So that's the next area of support. If we do crack that support, I'm seeing that 750 mark. That would be natural support. Every 25 cents is a natural support line. So right now it's gonna be $8.10, $8 range, and then below that will probably be at 750 mark for a bounce. But this is up so much, so you really it could definitely pull hard. So that's what I'm saying. You guys got to be cautious on the long side. Make sure you have stop losses in, because this thing could definitely dump very hard. At the same time, it could rip to $20 today. So it's like I said, this is gonna be a reactive trade. We got to react to what we see on RKDA. You got it. Also, guys, if you hear me talking to someone else today, I'm on the phone right now with another trader, just helping him out, mentoring him a bit. So he may ask me some questions. So if you guys hear me talking to someone else, that is gonna be another trader I'm on the phone with right now. I'm gonna try to get him on the mic with me in the next few days. So I may have a another speaker on the mics. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Yeah, AKTX, I'm watching this one closely. This will be my main watch at the open for a short. You guys can see you have a gap to fill, all the way to that 210 mark. So we could really be seeing, sub 220s today. That'll probably be the target on AKTX. That'll be the final target. First target will probably be, it depends where it spikes to. But definitely looking for lower $2 region on AKTX today on the short side. So right now, SINT, still in this uptrend here. I think right out of the open, I'll be watching AKTX and SINT. So make sure you guys have a game plan today. Make sure you guys sticking to good quality setups. Days like this are very tricky. Like I said, when volumes spread out like this, we tend to see a lot of fake out breakouts, especially on the long side, because we just have so much volume. It's very diverse. So certain plays you think should run further, it may not, because volume is very spread out. You have certain traders over here on RKDA. You have certain traders here on SINT. You have certain traders on BLIN. So you guys kind of get what I'm saying. There's a lot of volumes very spread out, so it does make it a little tricky to see follow through on certain plays. So right now we got about 8 minutes till the market opens. For me, I've been trading for about 3 years now. Actually marks this month, August, marks 3 years actually. I started 3 years ago in August. Dennis, are you there? Sure, if you have any questions, you could ask, man. Sure. Alright, so I just want to tell you guys what Dennis X. So Dennis X, when you see a slow uptrend like this on RKDA and SINT, does that give you more conviction that it's gonna pop or fail? That's what you asked, right, Dennis? Yeah. So, I would say probably pop. Because the chart's looking bullish. It'd probably be more likelihood that it would pop rather than fail. Like you could see it's building higher low, just a steady uptrend. But at the same time, that's not going to give me enough, conviction just to long it right out of the gates. At the same time, if it dumps back down to like 225, wouldn't really, wouldn't give me enough conviction either that it's done yet either. So I hope that answers that question. Definitely helps, on the more bullish standpoint, rather than bearish standpoint. Yeah, I actually love trading pre-market, longs, but not around this time. Yeah, all the time. I love trading pre-market longs. Those are some of my favorite setups I trade in the market. Some of my biggest gainers come off pre-market longs. But I don't like trading, like after 9. I don't like trading pre-market longs after 9. I like trading them, between 7 to 8:45. Because at the right before open, when the open market's about to open, it gets very unpredictable what it's gonna do at open. Correct. So AKTX right now, guys, coming up to 260. This one is coming up to this 260 mark. SINT. There's a lot going on this morning, guys. A lot of plays I'm watching. So right now, SINT, pulling back a little bit. So we have this one up here in the chart, level 2 at the bottom there, SINT, RKDA top level 2. I'm going to be watching AKTX on my side, because I know a lot of you guys are more long bias traders. So these two have possible long potential today. So I'll keep them up here. You could see, so far each time AKTX has got over that 260 mark, it's met with heavy selling. So it's 2 times it came up to 260 and met with sellers. So it's good to see. You just want to see how volume's gonna look at open on AKTX. That's really the big selling point for me, that this whole thing will dump. If I see weak volume at open, that will give me more conviction that we will see a move to the downside. Nothing's 100%. Nothing 100% in trading, but that will give me more edge for my strategy. Just give me one moment, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Should I grab a quick drink of water? Yeah, everyone's different, bro. You know it is. I'm sure there's people be watching. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. If it wasn't so many plays, I would definitely watch it. If there was, if there wasn't that many plays today, I would be watching it. So you gotta get me an extra monitor to watch more plays, definitely. Alright, guys, so we have 2 minutes to open, So let's see, BLIN kind of fading right now. So main focus at the bell is going to be SINT, AKTX, top 2 watches at open. RKDA, I'm sure this play will be a crazy one today. So this one will definitely have some action. I'll definitely be commentating this play. But right now, these 2 plays for me, I think, have potential right at open for a possible trade. And for anyone new watching the stream, I usually just say this every day. I know there's new traders probably watching the stream today. If you do have a Discord chat, you have over 1,000 traders in our Discord chat. Links down below in the description. And then Nightbot, post a link there to our free Discord chat. So definitely go check out our chat room. Also, Alex does do a options live stream. He trades the same time as me, so we have 2 live streams going on at the moment. He's doing a small account challenge also. If you guys are interested, definitely go subscribe to our other channel. Alex will be doing he's currently doing a small account challenge right now. Alright, but right now market is about to open. Slowly watching the tape, watching the volume, AKTX, SINT. Let's see what these two are going to do right out of the open here. Yeah, just give me 1 second, bro. So AKTX, a little dump here at open. You can see SINT, very weak volume at open too. So those are bearish signs on both these plays. Hoping we get the spike on AKTX. AKTX is starting to dump it open. Looks like it's going without me. Happens, guys. SINT, big pop here. Let's see. Just watching this one. SINT is definitely one. Volume's there. This one could definitely be a tricky one for shorts, and it could catch them off guard on SINT. But at the same time, we do know that they do have a big ATM that they could definitely unload today. So you guys can see AKTX. I ran the risk of waiting for the morning pop. I was being disciplined. I didn't start in early, and sometimes it's gonna hurt you doing that. Sometimes you may want to start a little in pre-market. But this one, I kind of waited, and right now it did, get that wash without me. But it's fine. You're not gonna catch every single play. We'll see if it gets a bounce, and I could look at it then. See, is BLIN starting to move a little? It's BLIN and SINT. SINT, some new highs there. Got it. Alright, got it. Alright, so I'm taking off AKTX, that one. Unless it gets a pop, you don't want to waste too much screen time on that one. Let's see, what's the volume here on Alright, so SINT is doing some pretty good volume here. SINT, big volume moving in here on SINT. Anyone know the borrow situation on SINT? Is this hard to borrow elsewhere? Let me know if you guys have like Trade Zero, Cobra, any popular shorting brokers. Just kind of want to know the borrow situation. If you guys can help me out there. The cheaper borrows, the better for the longs. If it's just really hard to borrow everywhere, then it could hurt it. You're not saying it can't be a runner, but it definitely hurts it a bit. RKDA, wash out at open. Back at 850s now. So AKTX. Some new lows now, so that one, just didn't get that morning pop. It's unfortunate, but is what it is. Moving on. Not gonna catch every play, guys. See SINT here. Can't be touching it up here. If that thing ever pulls back to like 250, we can give it a look then. Right now, so far, just straight, bunch of green volume candles here. Haven't seen any red 1 minute candles yet since the open. I do brief, thank you. So no borrows on SINT for Trade Zero. See BLIN. This guy. BLIN, big pop, big stuff. typical BLIN. So you see no pullback yet on SINT. You know, we don't want to be chasers here. We gotta wait for pullbacks to enter. You guys, you like this fair possible long. Did have good earnings. You know, micro float, recent reverse split. Thank you. So trade zero is hard to borrow. So let's see SINT. Just go over this daily chart again real quick. So we did have a 5 million volume day here back in 7/29. We had a high there at 439, opened around 4, so you may have some resistance around this $4 area. Other than that, we had a almost 3 million volume day. Back in June, we had highs of $6. Traded around that $5 region. So this $4 region is going to be some overhead resistance. Nothing crazy, only a 5 million volume day there, but still will be some overhead resistance there. I'm curious to see how when this thing has a pullback. I want to see if this is met with buyers soaking it up, or I want to see if this is going to be some heavy unloading. So I kind of want to see how it's going to react to pullbacks. RKDA below 8. I do breathe. You've been killing it lately, man. You've been killing it. 2K on SINT. Congrats. He's been killing it. I think he made a few grand. He made a K the other day also. So far, guys, no trades for me today. Just a lot going on this morning. Just kind of focusing on trying to see. Wow, look at RKDA. It's back at 820. You guys remember RKDA did that the other day too. It had a big slam move and just shot back up the high day. Do you remember that, Dennis? Oh, and I think it was like day 1 or day 2 of the move. It had a huge crack, looked like it was done, and then it had a insane green candle back up. So a lot of gains being played here in RKDA. I'm sure a lot of shorts thought it was done there and started shorting $8. So you're gonna have a lot of shorts. SINT still holding this $3 mark. Alright, so Dennis, just let me know if AKTX pops 260. I kind of want to turn my attention to RKDA and SINT. these two plays have the best volume right now. Alright, it's good looks. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. SINT. Having a lot of trouble here at this 310 region. Appreciate that. I do brief. Thank you. Thanks, man. All right, let's see. SINT. I think this will crack $3, and we'll probably see a pullback down to like 275. You see a lot of selling, into 310s here. RKDA slowly creeping on up here. Uh, yeah, so like the risk rewards, aren't good on these breakouts. You could have big slippage too if you're trying to buy a 320 break. You can, but it would just be like a quick scalper trade. You don't really have like a good risk reward on it, and I like trading with risk reward. So if you're buying like a 320 break, you may get filled like 327, 328. Then what? You're looking for 350. That's 20 cents, but what's your stop? You know, you're not gonna have 2 to 1. You may just have a 1 to 1 risk reward, and then if you're having 1 to 1 risk reward, you gotta have a very high percentage win rate. RKDA is slowly walking up here. I want to see how it reacts to this 825 level. Let me see how AKTX is looking. Let's see, what's this one at? Yeah. Let me see the EMA lines are at. I'll put them up. I got them. So you'd have some bigger size bids there. Let's see. That's good for that's what we want to see when we're shorting these day 2 setups. You want to see lower volume. Got the EMA lines right around this 47, 46 range. So I'll keep it on watch. If it comes up a little higher, you may look for a smaller size play there on the short side. Let's see SINT doing its thing here. RKDA 840s now. God, there's so many. Let's see. So at 825 level, reclaim there. I'm watching, yeah. Definitely watching RKDA here on pullbacks. I mean, you gotta remember, shorts are stuck big time on this RKDA. Definitely could. I'm watching it on pullbacks here on RKDA. SSR still on. Still have SSR on there and RKDA. SINT, a little bit of a crack there. Fine. We'll see how it reacts to 275, 250 region. Those are the areas where I would be interested if longing. Come on, RKDA. It's a pullback. Some bigger sellers there in SINT. Alright, so we have 275. You know, you see this pre-market high, 275, and then we have 250. This 250, 260 region. So those are the levels we're going to want to pay attention to on SINT. See if it starts to base there and start to hold those levels. Just a pullback. You know, pullbacks are healthy. You know, we can't go straight up forever. So, you know, I wouldn't say that play's over. Come on, RKDA. I wanted that pullback, man. That's 2 trades in a row today. Jeez, just no fills today, guys. You know, it's 2 trades in a row. It's gonna be one of those days. I wanted that pullback. I had an 835 limit order. Have it in right now. Probably gonna cancel it now. But I want an 835 pullback. You know, risking like 810 level. You know, for a move like this. It's just. Yeah, I mean, it was a small position, only 2K shares, so it wasn't a big position for me. I said the max out long a max out take a long on RKDA would be 2K shares. It's just up so high, you know, you don't know what could happen. Just like probably just some algo. They know what they're doing. So RKDA guys, just waiting for a dip, to possibly get long. Hoping we get. Oh, come on. RKDA, let's give us one more pullback, please. Come on, RKDA. So SINT, bounce off that 275 mark. Now trying to curl back on up. So we could watch this one on a $3 reclaim for SINT. RKDA, hoping this one gives us an opportunity for a dip to get long. Remember, RKDA, this is not an A+ setup, so will be much smaller size to minimize my risk. Don't want to load the boat on a setup that I'm not extremely familiar with. SINT, yeah, no trade so far, but definitely watching RKDA. I do like what I'm seeing here in RKDA. I think a pullback to like 840, 830s will be nice. Come on, RKDA. It's a little pullback for us so we could hop in. thing's so strong right now, RKDA. It's probably gonna go here. So right now, guys, no trade, just being patient, waiting for pullbacks. SINT right now, 275 support. As you see there, bouncing off that pre-market high. RKDA right now, pretty parabolic move, so I don't want to be buying up here. I'd love to get long 850s, 840s on a pullback. You can see just since we cracked VWAP, it just hasn't given us any pullback, and now it's going without me again. So it's trying to go now in RKDA. I do take some swing trades, but not too often. We have come to life in our Discord chat room. Great swing trader. He usually does post some swing trade alerts. So definitely, if you guys are in our Discord or you aren't, definitely go check it out. He's been killing it the past few months with some of his swing trading calls. The last swing trade I had was on WKHS. Come to life, alerted us, back, way back, right around this like 120, 140 range. Didn't get in, waited for a pullback, kind of bought around this $2 region, and I sold, into this big spike. I made over 100% on my swing in the $4. So owed all the come to on that one. He's great with these swing trades, guys. Definitely check him out in our Discord chat. So SINT is still holding the 275 range, but volume looking a little weak right now. So watch it. If it reclaims 3. So what do we have in RKDA? We have wow, big wash here in RKDA. All right, so usually don't do this, but I did long, that def drop there, 840s, being very cautious. I seen this RKDA, they've done this, they dumped it and then just immediately just reclaim it right back up. So I'm being cautious though on this play, on this def drop. So let's see if it reclaims. They did this in the morning too on RKDA. They dumped it big and it reclaimed it. So did take some long there on this pullback. Yeah, sure. It would be that right below the EMA lines there. Alright, so 860s. Let's see. So right back there, 870. Let's see if it goes back to 9. Let's see on RKDA. So first target will be 9. I'll look to lock in half of my shares over 9. So do you want to see this 850 start the base? So you got a big seller here, 860. You want to take this guy out here at 860. BLIN here. BLIN here doing its thing. So I want to see this 850, 840 region hold on RKDA for a push on up. SINT over 3. So SINT over 3. Anyone long on SINT? Let me know if you guys are long SINT. I'm in RKDA right now. Usually don't like to hop in 2 trades, but definitely a great long single there over 3 on SINT. We were watching that $3 reclaim there. Wow, look at SINT go, guys. 840s. Huge volume moving in there on SINT. Sick. Sick over there. Perfect trap there in SINT. You know, I am in RKDA, so I don't usually like hopping in 2 trades at once, but definitely a great long single there over $3. Awesome if anyone took that trade. See that, Dennis? See they break it down, pull it to support 275, and then reclaim it. You see, guys, this is what we talked about, guys. We're like, don't buy up here, don't be a $3 buyer, don't be a chaser. Wait for it to pull back to like 275, 250 region. Then, you know, if you want, you could look to buy here, but be safe. Wait for a $3 break or $3 reclaim. That's it. You know, he called this out on SINT. Exactly. You know, let the trade come to you. Don't force. Don't give in the FOMO. But, you know, that's absolutely sick there on SINT. So right now, if you guys really like SINT, the next area would be, you know, a dip buy off $3. You guys really like SINT. Yeah. Or you want to see previous resistance act as new support. So if this thing comes back down to 3, you know, also give it a look. Even like that 310 area. RKDA volume looking a little weaker right now, but I still like how it's holding this 850 mark. Oh, sorry guys, if you post caps, the Nightbot will, will delete your message. I apologize about that. So right now, it's still holding my RKDA. I have an 848 average. So RKDA did stop out there, guys. Stop was hit on RKDA. Took a very small loss there. Very small loss. Only $200 for me. It's not much. It did stop out there. RKDA. And that's why you gotta, minimize your risk on these setups that, aren't A plus for you. Or even just avoid them. It looks like SINT was the play. SINT was the play. I went with RKDA. SINT set up perfectly, guys. I definitely would have took that trade if I wasn't in RKDA. And I just missed it. That being said, we'll watch it, when it comes back down to $3 for a possible dip buy on SINT. So no reason to be long RKDA anymore, guys. It's dumping right now. It cracked that 850 support. So let's see SINT, on this $3 pullback. So I will be watching this. Don't be a bag holder. RKDA looking very weak right now for the bulls. The last thing you want to do is let a small loss turn into a big loss. Don't fight it. Losses, guys, is part of trading. It's just how you minimize your losses. That's how you'll be successful in the long run. You guys can see me on 2K shares, very small size for me. I lost 10 cents, guys. It's nothing. That's nothing. Made over $1 on Monday on RKDA. That one trade, will last me the whole week. That's how you guys want to trade. Good risk management. You see, I didn't buy at $9 and now stop out at $8.20. I was buying at $8.48 on a dip buy, risking my EMA lines right below that $8.40 mark, and I lost 10 cents. Now I'm just watching SINT right around this $3 mark on pullbacks. Look at RKDA, man. Look at it. So manipulated. They're just toying with everyone. Back at E40. Look dead in the water there. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Definitely liking SINT. Personally, I'm waiting for pullbacks. I'd really like to see like a pullback to like 310. Definitely a bit risky, it's we kind of missed that initial run, Same thing with RKDA. I wanted it a little bit earlier. I wanted it around here because this is where I like, that first reclaim of that VWAP, that big area right there, and it went without me. Then I went for the second bounce, and then I got stopped out. And same thing with SINT here. So, kind of missed that first, initial move. I liked it here, but just focusing on RKDA trade, missed it. But now I'm gonna look for this second bounce. So definitely a little bit more riskier, going for that second bounce rather than that that first move. No, Slim, I just have limit orders. So right now, I have a 312 limit order on SINT. Then I have some 305s, 307s. Even 290s, or they may even pull 290s. 275s that area, that you want to risk off of. So you do have to give it a bit room there. It's right near that $3 support line. Sometimes you won't see it, exactly hit, that $3 support. So I like to, put it a little bit higher. Yeah. Yeah. So far, I've liked everything I've seen. So far in SINT, good volume. The nice, VWAP reclaim. I like to see that. Their tape's looking good. Strong bid size. Holding support. Like how it held that 275 support. Now I want to look to get long on pullbacks. If it breaks 350 and goes, good for SINT. But I gotta be disciplined and not be a chaser. So guys, right now it looks like SINT is going without me, so I'm canceling my orders right now. But hey guys, it's part of trading. You know, it's gonna be days like this where just a little frustrating, where you miss some plays, and they'll come down to your areas that you like. You can see, even this morning, these days, I kind of knew it right away, guys. Like days like this, there's a lot going on, a lot of volume. Traders are spread out, and you guys can see the volumes on SINT. I went with RKDA looking for that 850 pullback for a rip over 9, and didn't get it. I told you guys I liked SINT for a $3 reclaim, but my focus was on RKDA and I missed it. It's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. It's a part of trading, and what you got to do is move on. Don't revenge trade. You know, don't be a chaser. And looking at the bright side, I'm only down $200, guys. Yesterday I made $1,500. Monday, I made 5K. So it's been a great week for me, guys. It's been a great week for me. But today, just a little frustrating. But like I said, all you got to do is you keep your emotions in check and just move on. And hope SINT runs the $5 for you guys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, dude, you definitely could have got long there. That 320 area, that previous high day, that 320 mark, great area to get long. But for me, I was, I wanted a little lower. I just wanted a little lower. Like I said, I had a 312 order, so what I missed my order by like 8 cents. So yeah, for me, cause if I would have looked for a 320 entry there, which I definitely could have, I would like, I'd have to, average down, when it comes back on down, because, the area, I want to risk is like that 280-ish mark, because that 275 is at bottom. So you think, 280 probably cracks, is probably done. So if I get in, some at 812, some at, 305, some at 3, you'd say I have 25, 30 cent risk. That's fine. The upside's definitely, 50, 60 plus cents on this play. Low float, reverse split. But if I have an 825 average, I'd have to average down a little bit, and my risk would be a little bit bigger. But what you could do is you could just go smaller. 820, that's definitely an option. But in this case, I just didn't do that. I wanted a little bit lower on SINT. Yes. So there's AKTX, guys. 220s, coming down to that that 210 target that I had in mind this morning. So you could see, Dennis, the plays, working out today. Other than RKDA, SINT worked out perfectly. AKTX worked out, just didn't get a pop. So that makes me happy that my analysis was right on these plays. Just it just didn't come down to my areas, and just unfortunate that I went with RKDA a second early. If SINT started ripping, I would have been in that one, and then I could have been a home run day. So a lot of what ifs, but you got to move on. Dude, yeah, it's a part of trading, man. That's how it is. I'm not sweating it. I'm having a great week, and it's good to see volume back in this market. And I'm happy for all the traders today watching, who killed it. I do breathe. Making 2K. Makes me excited to see other traders killing it. You guys are beating me out today. It's I love to see it. Right now, really all you could do is, pretty much watch, unless, you guys, want to attack SINT. The next area of support is going to be way back at 320. So buying up here is, pretty much, gambling, especially if you're looking for longs up here in this area. So no reason to, look to get long here. You got to wait for a pullback, ideally to that 820 level. Maybe you'll try to hold 850. Hey, so right now, if you guys have any questions for me, you guys could ask. I want to help you guys out. Nailed SINT. Awesome job. I'm really happy for you. Really happy. And you could see all the reasons why, SINT, made for a great long today. You could see all the reasons why. Dennis, I'm gonna test you. Why was SINT, a good long today, and why did this thing rip? Yeah. Correct. Yeah, I gotta test you, make sure you're getting better, you're improving, and I knew, why I like reason to get wrong. SINT. I just want to know, make sure you know why SINT made for a good long today. Yep. So it's float rotation. So just to make sure everyone knows what float rotation is, you guys see we have a float rotation scanner here to make sure to help you guys out. So when you have the float rotated over again, it's a very bullish sign for the stock. Yeah, 35% is pretty big. Yeah. Mhm. We're split. Yep. You could see. You could make the thesis, right? Why it worked again. Why that helped. Sometimes it'll go the other way, but that's why I always say, guys, volume and price action trumps fundamentals. You had all these bears and shorts like, oh, 1 million market cap, it's trash, it's garbage. S3, a filing, everything, it's trash. It's gonna go down to $1. It probably will eventually, but you guys can see for the time being, volume and price action trumps that. So that works for the longs. Only if volume and price action confirm. But yeah, you can keep going, Dennis. But yeah, I just want to make that point. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and just a few points. The baseline volume, you could see we did huge volume bars, you know, over 400K. I think we had a 500K plus bar. Yeah, 605 plus bar. That came a little later, but you could see just at the open we did like 472K bar in the 1 minute. That's very bullish, especially for a you know, a $2 stock and a under 1 million float that meets volume requirements. And you could see, you know, we had a short trap, so you know, A plus area to get in. You could have got in here, you know, 275, or you could have waited for a $3 break. This is Dennis. Sometimes this will be the only, you know, type of breakout, you know, you'll see me play is when we come up, we break, you know, when we come up, we trap shorts, you know, below VWAP, and we hold a key area of support. Uh, when we come back, and sometimes we won't reclaim because it'll be such an emotional move where shorts will just get blown out. You know, this is an area to look to get long, even buying this $3 break here. You know, this will be a breakout look to play because you have a defined area of risk. You could risk this 280 mark right here. So if you're playing a breakout and you have a defined area of risk, 20% risk here, this is an area where, you know, I would look to play a breakout. So where I look to get in, so like I said, today's just weird because there's so many plays. It kind of throws me off. You know, like if why couldn't we just have SINT today? You know, it would have been perfect, guys. I would have killed it today. You know, so so yeah. If I was just focusing on this, it was hard to watch the tape too, guys. Like, you know, we're watching a lot of things. So where I'd look to get in. So I said if you guys go watch like the replay, I was like, guys, this will probably crack $3, and the areas you could look to get long would be, you know, 275 to 250. Yeah, I definitely said that. 100% said that. So in this range here, you know, this 275, 250. This is where I'm thinking they would pull it back. So I was thinking they crack three, pull it back, 275. If you really like it, you could get long here. You could start to load up 270s, 280s, anticipating this. If you want to wait for confirmation, which is usually the smart thing to do, yeah, you're buying higher, but it's confirmation. You know, your trading plan, your thesis is going and working accordingly. So area one here, you could buy at the short trap. You could load on dips. Area two would be, you know, buying this $3 break. Area three would be after the breakout, wait for a pullback and load on dips. But I didn't get that area three for me. Usually it comes back down to that $3 mark, but it didn't. You can see it held a higher. It held this 320 support. So those are the three areas where you guys could look to get long that I think would be, you know, a good setup. Hope you guys, you know, all understood that. All right, so I know there's a few questions. I hope that helps Dennis, and I hope that helps everyone watching this. You know, really trying to educate you guys. You know, sharing my knowledge and want to help you know, all traders out. So, when are we gonna get Dave on the mic? Dave. His name's Dennis. Dennis. We're just gonna try to get him on the mic. Maybe tomorrow, if not next week.
Hopefully sometime soon. And
Yeah.
so like I got a lot of like newbie questions to ask, so be good for everybody.
Yeah. Dennis, I would consider him an intermediate trader. So, I know some of you guys probably watching, are in that intermediate beginner range. I'm sure we have some experienced traders here. But Dennis will definitely help out with a lot of questions maybe you guys missed. I know some of you guys are a little shy to answer questions, and that's fine. Hopefully Dennis will address most of them. How have you built patience? Any advice, please? Yeah, that's tough. I guess just getting burned so many times. That's really I know it. I know it sounds a little extreme, but that's kind of my honest answer. Just being burnt so many times and just losing a lot of money. Just chasing, buying at bad areas. Experience pain of losing a lot of money, and it comes to a point where like, I just have to be disciplined, and I don't care if I miss a play. I rather not given the FOMO and buy at a bad area, experience that pain, and I don't want to go through that again. So I came to a point where it's like, no, I'm gonna buy my areas I like. I'm gonna stop using these bullshit hotkeys and market orders. I hate that these gurus and gurus are telling you to use market orders. Market orders are not good, guys. You want to use limit and occasionally use hotkeys, but limit orders are good. Limit orders really helps you avoid FOMO. You don't have the urge to touch the hotkey. The hotkeys sometimes get you into trouble. It's so easy to just click a button, but actually putting in a limit order, that really helps. It really helps your your discipline skill, because you're getting it at an exact area. Yeah, you may miss more plays, but in the long run, it will help you out. So that's kind of my answer on how I built patience. Let's see, who's the best trader you ever known or researched about? I wouldn't say it's like, I can't really like say like a best trader, but some good traders that I follow on social media. Jay Trader's a great trader. I've learned a good amount from him. He's a good trader. Nathan, he's another good trader.
Take a look at BLIN, bro. Sorry to
What happened?
but just take a quick peek at BLIN. It broke highs.
BLIN.
Yeah, take a quick peek at BLIN.
Check this one out.
Volume is not fantastic, but it's slowly been creeping up. Broke highs.
Let me see it. Yeah, you see this one held VWAP all morning, and had that VWAP morning trap, and then it's been holding VWAP since. So definitely looks interesting here on BLIN. I don't know if there's any news. Oh, they had that delisting news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did have some news. I do have to meet some sort of requirements. So that's what we said this morning, that we could see some manipulation this morning on BLIN. So we're kind of getting that push right now.
They have to hold like, what was the news? 2.5 million in
Shareholders' equity, something like that.
shareholders' equity. Yeah, so their market cap right now is 2.52 million. So maybe they're there, but I think they probably want to. I mean, I'd imagine they want to get a little bit higher.
Yeah, I think it was like 265 was the price, or something like that, around there.
900k flow, 21% shorts.
So we do, yeah.
16, and there's 16% institution and 19% insider ownership. So
It's a former runner.
definitely could be some interest.
Definitely, it's a big former runner. I've seen BLIN spike huge in the past, but in the recent history, it's been known for these gap and fades. But right now, definitely the intraday chart's looking very interesting right now on BLIN. Volume is a little weaker, but it's kind of moving on thin air right now. And with a float of under 1 million, definitely could be a interesting play to watch. Let's see, NVAX red to green. You were watching that one, Dennis. NVAX.
NVAX?
NVAX, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, this thing definitely broke out. I was watching it for a washout, but I guess.
Yeah, very trappy there. Very trappy.
Yeah.
You see higher market cap, higher float. Institutional, I went over this in my last video. Anything over 30% is pretty good for institutional ownership.
Yeah.
So
It's got a decent float, but I mean, if it's moving up on 23 million in float, that's pretty strong in my opinion.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
It's got 23.5% short float, so could be looking to
Yeah.
squeeze up a little bit.
Looks like the longs back, right? The longs are back.
Looks like the
Longs are making comebacks. Yeah, I love longing, man. I don't know about you, but I love my good longs. No problem with shorting. I probably take 50. I probably say I take more shorts than longs. I gotta look at my statistics. I probably do take more shorts than longs, but I love my good longs. No borrow fees. I hate, dude. Borrow fees are terrible. They add up. They really do. That's why I really stress. You got to meet like 3-to-1s, and you got to have those days where you capture like a 7-hour trade. That's gonna help compound your account. Borrow fees, they really add up. So when you're shorting, you definitely or look to meet your RRs. Yeah.
Definitely make it count, brother.
SINT big pullback here. Big pullback here in SINT.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I'm probably not going to be taking the trade on it, but just coming down to that 320 area that we did talk about.
Would you be, if someone were to look for a possible trade, would you be looking for like a kind of bounce play? Like you just anticipate that bounce and look to scalp possibly. I mean, entry is what 320 area would be.
Yes, so
You'd be looking for a bounce up to the 350s, so not bad, like 30%, 30 cents possibly.
yeah, it'll be at 30 cents, but it depends what your risk is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be an option. You could look for a 320 bounce, look for a move back to 350, or you could look for a $3 bounce. That's what I would personally be waiting for, more $3 region, 290.
You want to see that 293?
Yeah, I really don't like buying up high. I could see that. I like having a nice tight risk. So I'd be waiting for like that $3 mark. You can see right below the VWAP, because that's where they probably trap again. They probably crack it below VWAP. Probably prop that $3 mark. Just accumulate a bunch of shorts, and then you could honestly look at long there, risking 280, nice 20-cent risk, or look for a reclaim. So BLIN beasting right now, 280s BLIN. You guys can see the amount of runners we have now in this market. It's just this market's heating up. Hopefully we could, I love it, but like I said, I hope we just have like one play max or two. I mean, like one big runner. I like when everyone's focused on one play. But hey, we gotta adjust. Yeah, I've seen it be like this for long stretches of time where it'll be like this craziness of so many different plays, for months. So it's definitely a tricky market, but we got to adjust. That's how you survive. You got to adjust to market conditions. Remember, last month, the month before, it was so slow. We were just seeing, plays just die off like 7:30, and shorts were controlling the market. We saw no hope for longs. You couldn't even get a spike. So always got to adjust to the market conditions you're in. You can't trade the market you want to be in. You got to trade the market you're in. Dennis, you're on speaker, by the way, because my headphones died, my AirPods died, so you're on speaker right now. I'm sorry if it's sounds annoying to you guys. Hopefully we can get Dennis on the mic tomorrow or Monday. Hope you learned something today, Dennis, or you got something out of this.
Bro, every day.
Nice.
It's a huge benefit to be in your room. And, I've had the benefit of not necessarily being in other, everybody knows those other traders' rooms, but slowly accumulated all of their content, and you know, some won't be named for their pump and dump strategies that they teach, and
Warrior
you know,
trade.
yeah. Don't want to be calling out none of our best friends here, but
Not at all.
no, you know, like you could tell that you definitely took the time to learn, and you know, from what I've been seeing, you know, I think you take in my opinion, the best of what a lot of, you know, of these guys have to offer, and obviously everyone has their own style, and it's kind of like you become a hybrid of what you see, but I think from what you guys offer, and the fact that even like Alex is right now doing options, like that's sick, you know, like that's so cool, because you know, like once, you know, we start to like learn and start to see more success in small caps, then that's cool. Like what if maybe like, you know, today's small caps was dead, and you know, like we could just like pop in and like we could trade with Alex and learn from Alex.
Exactly.
Next thing you know, we're making money on options. Like that's huge. Like who does that? Like nobody in on the internet does that. It's either you trade small caps, forex, or big caps. But like you guys do everything. Like it's sick.
Thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate that. You know, I want other traders to utilize that too. That's why I say every day, you know, guys, you know, Alex has an option stream. Go check him out. Like he's a great options trader. You know, so if you guys, you know, want to be diverse and learn, you know, options, you go check out Alex. You know, he's great. You know, he's good at what he does. You know, that's why he's doing a small account challenge to show you guys how, you know, it's possible you could turn, you know, a small amount of money into, you know, a large amount of money. So that's why I say every day, you know, go check him out. You know, you don't have to watch me every day. You know, if it's slow one day, you know, hop over to the option stream. You know, the Nightbot has a link right there. BLIN just beasting. On low volume too, very thin.
Yeah. NVAX too had that nice little held those 650s nicely. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna have strength, but just the fact that it's kind of like positive sentiment, man, it's good to see, man, because the SPY's been dumping the last couple of days, made me nervous, you know. Good to see some reclaims on the market overall.
Definitely, yeah. Has been a little scary, you know, past week.
I was like, damn, boys, it's time for a recession. Load up the SPY shorts. Go.
Yeah, I'm sure Alex is all over that. You saw what happened to Alex yesterday? He got screwed on the E-Trade. You saw that?
So what happened with that? I was just kind of quickly looking through, and then I got home. I didn't have time to watch the video. What happened?
Yeah, so Alex, he opened his small account over the weekend. So he like funded the 3K account, and he was ready to go. And he took a trade Monday, right? No problems, no issues at all. And then yesterday he goes to take a trade, and this would have been like a home run trade too. Like he like nailed the top yesterday, and it was a big day downside of the market. And it said, "Oh, your trades are restricted." And he was like freaking out. He's like, "What's going on here? I took a trade Monday. Why can't I trade today?" And then it was like gave him a notification. He called him up. He's like, "Hey, what's going on here? Why couldn't I trade yesterday? Monday was good. Today it wouldn't let me." He's like, "Oh, you forgot to answer. You know, like they do like the security questions when you're signing up for like a broker." Yeah, so they're like, and dude, listen to this. It was the stupidest question that they didn't allow him to trade. It's like, oh, like what question did I miss? Was something big? Like did I forget to put in my social or something like that? And they're like, nah, you forgot to answer how experienced of a trader you are. He was livid. He was like, are you kidding me? Out of all the questions, how experienced of my trader am I? Who cares? Like, he was so pissed. I felt so bad for him, man, because he could have doubled his small account yesterday. You know, when's the next time you guys gonna get another opportunity like that?
Yo, that's brutal, bro. Yeah, the SPY was just dumping. Like, you could have just gotten some fucking what is it? Some puts. That's what it's called.
He was trying to load the SPY puts, like literally at high a day yesterday.
That's bullshit.
I know. I felt so bad for him, man. That's a screw job right there on E-Trade. Yeah, he'll bounce back, you know. He'll be fine.
Like, if I'm on speaker, there's like people are listening, and if people haven't read the book, recommend it, man. Go read Reminiscences of a Stock Operator by like Jesse Livermore. Like that guy was just that guy's a legend. Like whoever hasn't read it, type it in on Google PDF. You'll get the book for free. Like just a sick read. Tells you about mentality, everything. Like that guy grew his account, lost it, grew it so many times. It just makes you realize that like there's always another opportunity. There's always another dollar. Like don't stress if you miss a trade. There's literally another 10 trades the next day. Like you're good.
Just like me today, you know. I missed a few good setups today, and then the one I went with, you know, I took a loss, but I'm not sweating over it. Small loss, you know, I'll bounce back tomorrow. You know, tomorrow's always another day. You know, I'm not gonna go out and revenge trade. I'm not gonna go out and keep taking trades to get in the green. That's how you lose. You know, the old trader guys, like I was once a rookie too, and I went through those experiences where I'd be down $500. I'd be like, oh, I need to make it back. I have to make it back, and then I'll trade lunch hours. Lunch hours are very dangerous hours to trade. You know, volume dies out, liquidity's low, gets tricky. You know, and I would just try to get back in the green, and I'd be down to K, like, oh, I gotta make 1100 now, I gotta be green. Then I'd lose some more and more and more, and it just spirals out from there.
I think that's what it is. Who asked in the live stream, like, how do you learn to have patience, man? It's just kind of like, it's like riding a bike, dude. Like, you're gonna fall down a couple times, and you're like, yo, that sucks, man. I don't want to keep falling down. Like, and then you just learn to not do that.
Exactly.
One thing that I'm gonna actually work on, try to work with you guys and for you guys and for the community is like to make an Excel a tracker, but like a good one, like a simple one to use, because I suck at Excel myself. So like, if anyone out here is like ass at it, like believe me, I'm probably worse than you. But my girlfriend's a CPA, man, so she just like crushes Excel spreadsheets, and she makes like equations and this shit. So I'm gonna try to make one for the community.
That'd be awesome, dude. I think everyone would love
we
that.
Could just track, yeah, bro. We could just like track the setups.
Definitely, yeah. I have something like that myself, but you know, it's probably not on like the level that your girlfriend would have. You know, it's like basic stuff. You know, probably has like formulas and stuff. Just to answer Nick the winner, I took a trade on RKDA. I longed this washout here, had an 848 average, and I cut it here right when we cracked these EMA lines at like 840. I stopped out for a 10-cent loss, which is nothing for me. 10 cents on 2K shares, down $200. Very, very small red day at the moment for me. Very small. To me, you know, when I have small red days, sounds weird, but you know, I'm actually happy. It shows I'm doing something right. You know, I'm being aware and minimizing my my red days. That's how you will be consistent in the long run. When you minimize your red days. If you're having max loss days over and over again, that's not a great sign, guys. It's not. But when you have small 300, 400 red days here, and then you have like a 1500 green day, a 5K green day, you know, 1000 green day, maybe $400 red day, like, you know, that's the kind of consistency you want to see in your trading. You know, that will show that you're taking big leaps and steps. So yeah, if you guys hear right now, this is Dennis. I'm pretty sure I mentioned him, but you know, he's been in chat for over a year now. You know, he's been one of our earliest persons in the Discord, so I've known him for a while now. Good friend of mine, and I'm gonna have him on the mic. Probably get him tomorrow or probably Monday, if not tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll just stick with Monday, so we don't have to rush to the store. Just take your time on the weekend, and we'll.
Oh yeah, sounds good. We'll shoot for you'll shoot for Monday then.
Shoot for Monday. Take it slow.
You're great at Excel. You're a VBA. I'm looking to make a tracker, but getting held up to get the live data from. Awesome. I know. Oh, look at RKDA, guys. RKDA. RKDA with the shenanigans.
Back up, God, man. They won't let it crack.
They will not let this die.
They don't want to crack the eights.
Had a feeling it was gonna do something like this, RKDA, but it's so tricky. You know, I thought it would do it here, but it looks like going for the 11 AM squeezer.
I think they tried to push it. Yeah, I think they tried to manipulate it, but today I think it just didn't work out for them because, man, fucking NVAX, BLIN, SINT, like, too much
I think,
not enough.
Yeah, I'm throwing, after this, guys, you know, I made good money on RKDA, day 1 and day 2, but I'm probably done touching it. I came out victorious, but I'm throwing in the towel on RKDA. It's just getting too unpredictable, guys.
You're ridiculous, bro.
I'm probably it's hands off for me now. It could run the 20, good for RKDA, but it has fooled me the past 2 days. Day one and day two are more predictability, but yesterday, just been very, like you said, perfect. Nasty price action. That's a great word for it. Very unpredictable stuff, and just tricky overall for longs and short, especially for shorts, but and longs too. But back to Mike, Mike, look into IEX feed. You may be able to pull some live data from there. I think they are free. I'll send the link to you.
Yeah, 10, it's almost 11 o'clock. The moves are kind of.
Yeah, probably gonna wrap up the stream in the next 5 minutes or so.
Whatever's gonna happen already happened.
Yeah, so probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes, guys, we'll be wrapping it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today.
Thank you for having me too. By the
Yeah,
way.
of course,
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Dennis, thank you for being here, man. Definitely think it's gonna help a lot of traders too. Having a second guy on the mic with me. Asking some questions, giving some input.
Agreed, bro.
Sweet, Mike. Yeah, definitely check out our Discord. I also check. You could DM Poseidon too. He may be able to help you with you're finding some data feed. He's also really good with that that Excel stuff. So maybe shoot him a DM if you have any questions.
If you know what, actually, Nick, I mean, if it's possible, maybe maybe we can make like a little side channel in Discord,
Okay.
where it'll just be like whoever. I mean, obviously whoever wants to contribute and like they got good skills and like Excel and stuff like that. Like maybe we could all like work together to create like a tracker for velocity trading. Like I'm not saying that maybe we could do it as like a whole community, or maybe it'll just be something that we could like give out to members to use on their own if they want to track their own setups. But that'd be pretty cool. Like if like we're all looking at the same stuff every day, right? So if we could all communally track those setups, kind of learn what tracking is all about. Because I think a lot of us, like, bro, the amount of podcasts I've heard, the amount of traders I heard track your setups, track your setups, track your setups. But like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you tracking?
Mm-hmm.
What percentages are you looking for? What kind of information are you looking for? Exactly like Mike said, like he wants to do that. So it's like, that'd be sick. If we could do that as a team, like that would be really cool. And then that way we could all have like a set data that we track, or we have our own. Like that would be really nice,
Yeah, I really like that idea, Dennis. A great idea there. You guys have any input there? Would you guys like us to do something like that? We could definitely set that up. I can maybe open that up in Discord. Open a tab of just data tracking, and we could all help out and assist, and all improve our trading. Tracking our setups. It's key to success. I have a playbook set up. Dennis, I always talk to you about it. I have playbook setups. I have about 6 or 7 strategies. I look to trade every day. Today, for example, there will be days where I do deviate from my playbook. You gotta try your best to not do that, but I'm a greedy guy sometimes. But working on that. Everyone has their demons and stuff like that, whatnot. But yeah, definitely crucial to track, and have a statistical edge behind your trading. It's very key to have a statistical edge in the market. That's how you'll succeed.
For sure. Like, and I think, like, even having said that, it's like, how do you have patience? Well, it's like, I mean, trading, for like a while will help you, but honestly, like, you don't need patience. Like, you just need math. As weird as that sounds, like, you just need you just need to know that like this setup works like 70% of the time, or like 75% of the time. So like it takes the emotion out of it, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like even for me as like a newbie trader, just knowing that something works and has been proven to work like 80% of the time, like you just gotta take the trade, man. Just gotta like grab your balls, hold on to them, and just click the button and say, okay, I'm in at this price. Like that's it. This is my risk. This is where my target is. Like that's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
That's it. And then obviously, you know, it's not as simple as that. Like price action, like you said, fundamentals. But if you're hesitant and you know that the math is there, you just say, okay, these are the stats. Like I'm gonna be wrong one time for every 4 times that I'm right. You know, like you're getting 5 to 1 if it's 80. You know what I mean? Like, or I'm gonna be right. You know, for every 3 times, I can be wrong. You know, 3 times, but on the 4th time, I'm right, and I still haven't lost money. So I think that's like a big thing.
Dude, I totally agree 100%. I do use TraderView for that. Like every day after I trade, you know, I'll put it into the TraderView sheet. But I definitely like the idea of having it, you know, in like an Excel. I definitely like that idea. We could definitely, you know, work on that. Exactly, you know. Numbers make it easier to make the choices. 100%. Just having that, you know, that extra confidence. You know, I think that's where a lot of traders are lacking, like you were saying, Dennis. You know, having that statistical number that I'm gonna win 75% of the time. That's gonna overcome and trump all your fears that you have. You know, pulling the trigger when taking a trade.
That's what I mean, right? Like, you're like, for example, like today, let's say we're looking at SINT, and you're like, okay, broke out, consolidated down. Yes, it's below VWAP, but you know, low float, flow rotation, boom, boom, boom. Like it's looking pretty strong. It didn't break down below pre-market levels. It's above. You know, it's still basing below or above previous resistance. Like, okay, I've seen this before. This is a 72% win rate. Like, let's fucking go. You know, maybe you don't want to go full size. That's fair. Maybe you go half size.
Yeah,
Money.
dude.
You know what I mean?
SINT, that was an A+ setup for me. That was, you guys know, that was my wash trap and squeeze pattern there in SINT. I have tons of examples. You guys see in Discord. Scroll down. That's one of my number 1 go-to setups there in SINT. And yeah, like I said, I'm kicking myself for missing it. But like I said, I pulled the trigger on RKDA. You know. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Listen, you know, if that setup works 75% of the time, then this is at 25%. Like, can't be upset at yourself. You know, it's just.
But that's the thing.
Math.
I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. RKDA was a non-niche setup. Multi-day runner, overextended on the daily chart. I was just looking for a dip buy. Anticipating this thing was gonna run. Break through 9, probably hit $10. Wasn't a playbook setup. Where on the other hand, SINT was a playbook setup for me, and I went with the other one, because it kind of happened first. But if I would have been a little bit more patient, give it another minute, could have been a home run day for me.
It's okay. That's why we got you, and we're pretty lucky that we get to we get to learn from your successes and sometimes your failures too. So
exactly.
It goes both ways.
Yeah, and a lot of people fake people out there. A lot of fake traders, mentors. They'll only show you the winners and the good moments. They'll never show you the bad moments.
Never. Sometimes they forget to do that.
I'm showing everyone everything, man. I'm showing everyone everything.
That's how it is, bro. Bro, if you were at 100% win rate, I don't think you'd have a.
I wouldn't be here. I'd be living in a mansion in the Bahamas, on my yacht right now.
For real, bro. There wouldn't be a Nick and Alex. It would just be like, good luck, everybody. Straight up.
But yeah, guys, a lot of side talking today. Hope you guys don't mind it. But right now it's 10:56. Probably wrapping up in another minute or two. Hope you guys like Dennis being here. And yeah, probably wrap it up in a few minutes. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Right now we got SINT, going for the high day here at 390. We'll see if it could break over and possibly have a next leg on up. RKDA doing RKDA things. BLIN right now, chilling in the 280s right now. Bounced off that 275 area, moving up. So those are the 3 plays you guys want to be watching over lunch hours. So any last remarks, questions, Dennis, for you?
No, brother, just like I said, happy to be here. Like we kind of, we saw a lot of action today, but like there's always tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings, and hopefully it'll be a little bit less crowded on the markets, because today was everything, So
yeah, definitely.
Tomorrow it'll clean out a little bit.
Great takeaways from today. How just everything was so crowded today. Definitely something that I hope going forward that doesn't continue, but it's good to be prepared for it. So maybe tomorrow, coming into tomorrow, hey, instead of watching 5 names coming into tomorrow, screw it, I'm gonna watch 3. I don't care if the other 2 run. Maybe if 1 dies off, I cross it off, get it off my screen, and just focus on 2. Because if today if I just locked in on like 2 names today, it could have been a totally different day. So going into tomorrow, we gotta prepare for that. We gotta prepare for this randomness again tomorrow. Slim, I'm sorry. I'd love to be here all day, but I do got some things I gotta do. Pretty hungry. I gotta eat. And I'm sure Dennis has things he's gotta do also.
Yeah, bro, I gotta go to work. I gotta be at work in 2 hours. But as for Sim, if he's asking why,
I think he was joking, but he wants us to stay here and talk more, Dennis.
My bad. Well, yeah, just tune in tomorrow, bro. I'm on Monday to Friday. Like, I'll be here like church. So if you guys will have me, I'll be here. But yeah, I will get going. So good luck to everybody if they're gonna keep trading afterwards. Hopefully we can catch some moves. But I'm gonna head out, take a shower, get ready for work, stuff like that. So hope you guys have a great day.
Awesome, Dennis. Love having you here, man. I'll talk to you later.
Ciao, brother.
Peace. Alright, guys, just me. Dennis just head out there. He's heading over to work. I'll probably have Dennis on, here regularly. Have another guy on, more opinion, just more knowledge, and it's good because Dennis, he's a newer trader too, so he could relate to a lot of you guys, and he could address probably a lot of questions that you guys may have. So I'm really happy to have Dennis on the mic here. Well, right now it is 11, so I'll probably give you guys another minute or 2 for some questions, and I'll wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. You got it. Every day, guys. Here every day. And Monday, I'm probably going to go buy speakers because I bought a new computer. And for some reason, the monitor I bought didn't have speakers. So I'm going to head out and buy some speakers this weekend. That's why I have to have Dennis on the phone because, I don't have the speakers at the moment. Alright, so I'm not seeing any final questions. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys learned something. If you guys don't know already, we do have a Discord chat. Links going to be down below in the description, so definitely check out our Discord chat and go subscribe to our options channel. And that's going to be it, guys. Peace.